Very good morning, all my dear students. Welcome to another session of General Science. And here we are continuing with the chapter 5, that is plant reproduction, fertilization. Okay, so in your previous session, I had explained you the process of fertilization. Okay, that is when the pollen grains will fall on the stigma, the pollen grain will elongate, form a pollen tube and enter into the ovules. Then through this pollen tube, the male cell will also enter the ovules, and thus the male cell and the female cell will fuse together to form a new cell called zygote. Okay, so this process is termed as fertilization. I have also shown you a demonstration of it. Okay, and I hope you all must have done it at home. Isn't it? Alright. Now, I also explained you some of the post-fertilization changes. That is, what will happen after fertilization will take place. That is, the petals, the sepals and the stamen will fall off. What will be left then? Just the ovary. Okay, this ovary part will swell up and that will be your fruit. Okay, then the zygote that was there inside the ovules, that will be forming your seed. Okay, now in today's session, we will be learning about different types of seeds. Okay, then we will learn about the structure of seeds. Okay, and how from a seed plants will grow. Okay, but be ready. Today also you have a big surprise. Okay, I have a big surprise for you all. So before that, let us first learn different types of seeds. So see, seeds are basically contained in the fruits. Okay, some seeds are inside the fruits. Okay, and last year I think you have learned about two different types of seeds. That is edible seeds and non-edible seeds. Isn't it? Edible means the ones which you can eat. Okay, and non-edible means the ones which you cannot eat. Okay, so different types, different sizes of seeds are present. Okay, some seeds that you eat like the seeds of the guava, then rice. Okay, you go to your kitchen counter, you will find so many spices over there. The mustard seeds, mustard do you know? Rye, yellow color. Okay, ask your mother what is a rye, you will get it in your kitchen. Okay, the mustard yellow seeds. Okay, then you have coriander. Coriander do you know? That is dhania. Okay, that is seed, you will find it in your kitchen. Then cumin. Cumin is zira. Okay, so all these spices, they are also seeds. Cardamom. Cardamom, do you know? Elaichi. Okay, so cardamom is a seed which is again well protected into a cover. Okay, so the inside part, that seeds, cardamom seeds, you are eating. Alright, now these are certain seeds that you are eating. Now there are certain seeds which you cannot eat. Like, can you eat the seed of the mango? No, you do not eat the seeds of the mango. You just eat the outer fleshy portion. Okay, then you have the seeds of apple. Do you eat it? No. Okay, so in this way, different types of seeds are there. Some are edible, some are non-edible, some are of different shapes, different sizes. Okay, so let us learn that what is the basic structure of every seed. Okay, like although they are of different shapes and sizes, but the structure of the seeds is somewhat same. Okay, so let us first learn what is the structure of a seed. Okay, so let's move towards the reading portion first. Structure of a seed. A seed is covered by a seed coat. Seed coat protects the seed. Inside the seed coats, seeds have fleshy seed leaves. These are also called cotyledons. They store food for the baby plant. The baby plant uses this food till it grows its own roots and leaves. After the food from the cotyledons is used, young plants continue making their own food through photosynthesis. Growing plants from seeds. Plants produce many seeds, but not all the seeds grow into new plants. Seeds require favorable conditions to grow into new plants. Only those seeds which get the right conditions grow into plants. These right conditions are: seeds should be healthy. Damaged seeds do not grow into new plants. Seeds should get right type of soil and minerals. Seeds should get right amount of water, air, light and warmth. Germination. When a seed gets all the favorable conditions, it grows into a baby plant, which is called a seedling. This process of a seed turning into a seedling is called germination. During germination, when seed receives adequate water, it swells, leading to the bursting of its seed coat and gives rise to the baby plant. Inside the seed, the developing plant gets its food from cotyledons. The baby plant first develops into root and then a tiny green shoot emerges from the other end. Here is a picture, students, showing the stages of growth of a seed to a baby plant. Okay, let's look at this picture. As the baby plant grows, it starts developing small green leaves inside the seed. Second step, the growing hook-shaped shoot straightens out and pushes the cotyledons above the ground. The shoot elongates to form a proper stem. Finally, a mature plant does not show the cotyledons because they shrink and fall off with the growth of the baby plant. So students, if you have to learn the structure of a seed, okay, the best way is to soak some seeds like gram, okay, chana you can take, or kidney beans, the best ones. Okay, kidney beans, that is your rajma. Okay, if you soak these overnight, they will swell up in size and then you can study the structure. For now, I will show you first with a diagram. So see, once you open the seed, okay, once you open the seed, you get a structure. Suppose if you take kidney beans, okay, you will get a structure like this. Alright. Okay, see, when you study the structure of a seed, see the outermost cover that you see, this is called as the seed coat. Okay, the outermost covering of the seed is called the seed coat. Okay, the function of this seed coat is to protect the entire seed. Okay, the seed coat functions to protect the seed. Okay, now once you will split the seed and see the inside portion, you will see a structure like this. Mostly, usually you find it white in color. So this structure that you see inside, they are called as cotyledons. Okay, they are called as cotyledons. In some seeds, they can be split. Means you can find two cotyledons inside. Alright, like the gram that can be split, kidney beans can be split. Okay, peas, mutton that you eat. Okay, green peas, that can also be split. Okay, moong if you eat. Okay, that can also be split. Okay, so if the cotyledons you find two inside, means the seeds have split inside, okay, then they are said to be having two cotyledons, and such type of seeds are called dicot seeds. Okay, some seeds like maize, okay, you cannot split that. Rice, wheat, okay, these are certain seeds where you cannot split them from center. Okay, so they have only one cotyledon. Okay, and such type of seeds are called as monocot. Is it clear? Now, see, the function of cotyledons is it provides food. Okay, it prepares food and provides food. Okay, now the question arises, to whom it will provide the food? So, inside a structure like this, and this structure is called as seed. This structure is called as the baby plant, okay, or sometimes called as embryo. Okay, this is either called a baby plant or the embryo. Is it clear to you all? So inside, if you see inside the seed, a very tiny structure, whitish mostly, that structure if you see, that is called as a baby plant or the embryo. It is this tiny structure that will further grow into a complete plant. Clear? Okay. So the outermost portion that you see is the seed coat. Okay. Inside these two portions that you see, that is your cotyledons, or sometimes this cotyledons is also called as seed leaves. Okay. Seed leaves or cotyledons. Okay. Function of cotyledons is to prepare food and provide food to the baby plant or the embryo. Okay. So students, the surprise that I was talking before is I will show you the structure through an actual seed. Okay. So let us now move towards the demonstration portion. Okay students, as I had already explained you the structure of a seed, I have two types of seeds over here. One is this kidney bean, okay, also known as rajma. All of you might be eating this at home. Okay, so let's study the parts through this. So see, this outer brownish covering that you see, that is called your seed coat. Okay, so let us peel it off, okay, and take out this portion. So once you peel it and separate this portion, okay, so this portion that you have over here, this is your seed coat, okay, the outermost covering of your seed, that is seed coat. Okay, and what is the function of a seed coat? It protects your seed, okay, and protects the plant inside, the baby plant. Okay, now see, here you try to separate the seed. So once you separate the seed will open up like this. Okay, the seed will open up like this. Okay, and the inner two structures, this two structure that you see, that is your cotyledons. Okay, what is the function of this cotyledons? The function of these two portions, the cotyledons, is to provide food for the baby plant. Now, where is the baby plant here? So see, if you lift up this, okay, and try to see very carefully, okay, try to see very carefully, here you will find the baby plant. Okay, a small structure, see here, this structure, okay, this structure over here, this is very small tiny structure that you see. Okay, this is your baby plant. Okay students, this portion is your baby plant. It is, if you look it in your hands, and when you will hold the seed in your hand, you will be able to see this structure. This structure, this particular structure is called your baby plant. Okay, or it is also called as embryo. This is the baby plant or the embryo. Okay, and this baby plant will be growing into a complete young plant. Okay, so this I have shown you through a kidney bean. All right, this I have shown you through the kidney bean. Now I have another one, that is a gram seed also if you have. Okay, chana if you use it, you can study in this also the structure. See, the outermost structure, the brown covering that you see, that is your seed coat. Okay, this outer covering is your seed coat. So once you peel it off, okay, you get the outermost covering, and this is your seed coat. All right, now see, here when you separate this two part, you get the cotyledons. Okay, that is helping the providing the baby plant with the food. Now again, if you take one of the structures and see very carefully, you will see a small whitish growth over here, and that small white growth is your baby plant. If you try to separate it, see, Clear? This is the baby plant or the embryo, and this will grow into a new plant. See, I have soaked it for one overnight. Okay, overnight I have soaked it, and then the seed will swell up, and you can study the structure like this. If you after a night, if you tie the seed into a moist cloth, okay, into a damp cloth or a moist cloth, you will see next day a tiny white structure coming out. Okay, that tiny white structure that is coming out, that is the baby plant, and it is what you call is the sprout. Okay, it will come out, and it is also called as sprouts. Okay, try to get the sprouts at home. Okay, the seed, when you will store in a moist cloth for one night more, you will get the sprouts coming out from it. Is it clear to you all? So this is the structure of a seed. Now see, here these seeds, when I had separated, I could get two cotyledons. Okay, I could separate it and get two cotyledons. So this is also called as a dicot seed. It is also called as a dicot seed. Dic means two. Okay, so since it has two cotyledons, these two seeds, that is gram and kidney beans, they have two cotyledons. So they are called as dicot seeds. Now, there are many such seeds which you cannot separate. Okay, just like if you take the rice seed, rice, okay, that is also a type of seed. So, if you take the rice, okay, see, if you take rice, all right, you cannot separate it. Okay, rice cannot be separated or split. Okay, it cannot be separated or split. So, it has only one cotyledon, and hence it is also called as monocot. Clear, students? So, two types of seed is monocot seeds and dicot seeds. The seeds which has two cotyledons, okay, the seed which has two cotyledons, they are called, it is called as dicot seed. Okay, and a seed which cannot be separated, the cotyledons cannot be separated, just like the rice, that is called as a monocot seed. Is it clear? So this is the structure of a seed. Okay. So students, I hope the structure may be much clear to you through that demonstration. Okay, so get the seeds, okay, gram and kidney beans or moong if you have, okay, soak them overnight, and the next night you can, next morning you can perform the experiment by yourself. Okay, one more thing is there. If I already told you that if you the next night, if you tie them up, okay, and keep the seeds for one more night, okay, take it out from the water, tie the seeds and keep it for one more night, you will see a small whitish growth from the seed. That is called your sprouts. Okay, or you say in Hindi, ankur, ankurit. Okay, so try that also at home. Okay, for now, let us learn what conditions we require to grow a plant from seeds. Okay, see, the first condition is the seeds need to be proper or in good conditions. Seeds should be in good condition. See, if you have damaged seeds, the plants will never grow from the seed. Okay, so make sure whenever you are growing a plant from a seed, you all know that we can grow a plant from a seed. The baby plant that you have inside, that will grow into the seed, means a new plant. So, what we need, the first condition is the seeds should be in the good condition. Otherwise, they will not grow into a plant. Okay? Now, the next condition is they should get good soil and minerals. Good soil and minerals. See, if you take very healthy seeds, okay, but you put them into sand, will that ever grow into a good plant? No, that won't grow. Okay, the seed will dry out or it will get wasted. Okay, but if you take good manure, okay, or good fertilizer and you put into the soil, you see the plant growth is, means the rate of growth is increased. Okay, the plant grows very easily or very fast. Okay, so the next condition is you need to have a very good soil, okay, and the soil should be rich in minerals and essential nutrients. Is it clear? Okay. Now, the third condition is air, light, water, and warmth. Air, light, water, and warmth. Actually, this third point is the most important part. Air, light, water, and warmth. So see, here is one more activity or experiment you can say. You take 3 bowls, okay, and in each of the 3 bowls, you take any of the seeds. Okay, you can take gram seed. Okay, gram you can take. Now, and label them A, B, and C. Okay, what you do? In the first one, you put the seeds, okay, and keep it at the side of the window. Okay, just the seeds in the bowl and keep it in the at the side of the window. Here in this case, it will get air since it is near the window, and it will get light. Keep it in the daytime, okay, not during the night. Okay, so it will get both air and light. What it will not get is water or moisture. Next one, okay, you keep it in the fridge. Okay, take the seeds, put in the bowl and keep it into the fridge. Here you will get, and one more thing, just put a moist cloth over it. Okay, put a moist cloth over it. Okay, so here in this case, you will get water. That is moisture you will get. Okay, but air and light will be missing. Air, light and warmth, both will be, all the 3 will be missing. Third case, what you do, again, the third bowl, you put a moist cloth over the seeds, okay, and keep it at the side of the window, where it will get air, light, water, and warmth. So air, light, and warmth, it will get since it was kept near the window, okay, from the sunlight. And water it will get since it had moist cloth over it. After a few days, when you will observe, okay, what you will see that in the third case, means in the C case only, where the seeds were kept in the bowl C, you will see the small growth coming out of it. Okay, the seeds will start growing into they will small sprouts that I said. Okay, the small sprouts will start coming out of the seeds. Is it clear? B's case you will not find. Why? Because since water was there, because you have covered it with a moist cloth. Okay, but you kept it in the refrigerator, so it will neither get air nor it will get sunlight. Okay, first case, what will happen? It got air and sunlight, but since it was not covered with a moist cloth, so water was lagging in it. Okay, so in these 2 cases, it will not germinate, or you can say the sprouts won't come. But in the third case, where it will get air, light, and warmth, it will means the small growth, that is, as I told you, the sprouts you will get to see coming out from the seed. But remember one thing, this needs to be done with the soaked seeds. Okay, don't take the the dried ones and try to grow sprouts from it. Okay, try to take the soaked seeds. Is it clear? Okay. Now, next topic that we will be moving. So, see, this is the conditions, the 3 conditions which are required for a seed to grow into a new plant. Okay, unless these 3 conditions are satisfied, the growth won't take place. Now, the next topic that we are going to learn is germination. That is the process of growing a new plant from a seed. Okay, so let us move towards that topic. Okay, so I have already explained you how the conditions, what are the conditions required for a seed to grow into a new plant. Now we will learn the process, okay, how the seed is growing into a new plant. So see, germination. Germination is a term in which a seed grows into a seedling or young plant. This process is termed as germination. Once the seed gets all the favorable conditions, means good soil, the seed is in good condition, it gets sufficient air, water and warmth, the seed will start growing into a seedling or into a young plant. And this process of a seed growing into a seedling is termed as germination. Is it clear to you all students? This is process of a seed, that the process in which seed grows into a seedling or a young plant, that is called as germination. What is the seedling? Seedling is the tiny shoot coming out from the seed, or the young plant that comes out from the seed, that is called as seedling. So when a seed starts developing into a young plant or a seedling, then this process is termed as germination. Clear? Now, next we will learn the stages of germination. Means the process of seed growing into a seedling is not a one-day process. Okay, it doesn't mean that once you have soaked the seeds into the soil, the next day only the new plant will come out. No, it's a long process and it takes place in certain stages. Okay, see. The first stage is, you will first of all put the seed into the soil. Okay, you will put the seed into the soil, provide light to it. Okay, provide light, then water, okay, then air, okay, and warmth. So see, light it will get from the sunlight. Air, water and warmth it will get from the soil below. Okay, from the soil you will provide water to the soil. It will also get air as well as warmth from the soil. Clear? Now, next step, what will happen? In your next step, the seed will absorb the air, water and warmth and will swell up or increase in size. Okay? Once it will increase in size, what will happen? Okay. The seedling will start coming out of the seed. That is the small sprouts that you see. Okay, same way the seedling or the baby plant will start coming out of the seed. Okay. Now, next step. In the next step, the seed coat will burst. It will burst, it will open up, and now this seedling will divide into two portions. Okay, the seed coat, the outer covering of the seed will burst, it will open up, and this seed will start coming out and will divide into two portions. One portion will start growing up and the next portion will start growing down. Clear? Now, in your next step, what will happen? Now, the cotyledons of the seed, the middle portion, white portion, cotyledons, they will completely vanish. Okay, they will vanish, and what will happen? The part which was growing up will now start growing above the soil, and the part which was growing down will go deep into the soil and will start developing root. Clear? This portion which will go down will start developing into root, and the portion that will grow up will start developing into shoot. Okay? Now this shoot will start having leaves in it. Alright? Leaves, then that will start having flowers, then these flowers will start getting fruits, and these fruits will again have the seeds. Okay? And finally, you get to see that with the time, this young plant that was coming out will be growing into a complete tree. Okay? Will grow into a complete tree with having proper root system below. Okay? Leaves on the top. Then it will also have flowers. Okay? It will have fruits. and fruits will have the seeds in it. Is it clear to you all? Okay, so this is the stages of germination. Once again, I'll revise it with you. Very easy it is. See, once you have soaked the seed into the soil, what will happen? Sunlight will provide it light, okay, and air, water and warmth that it will get from the soil below. Once the seed will absorb the air, water and warmth, the seedling will start coming out from the seed. Okay, next step, what will happen? Seed coat will burst, okay, and seedling will develop into divide into two portions. One will be start growing upward and the another will start growing downward. Okay, next step, what will happen? Now the cotyledon will be completely vanished. Seed coat has already burst. Now cotyledons will also disappear and the part which was growing downward will start growing deeper and will develop the root, and the part which was growing up will start growing upwards and that will develop the shoot. In the next step, what will happen? The roots will grow down, develop proper root system. The shoot will grow upward and a complete young plant you will get, okay, which will have the leaves, it will have flowers. From the flowers you will get the seed and the seeds will have the, from the flowers you will get the fruits and the fruits will have the seeds in it. So this is the cycle of germination or the stages of germination. Okay students, so this is how a plant grows from a seed. Alright, now in your next portion or in your next session, I will explain you that those plants which do not have seeds, how can you grow a new plant from them? Okay, that is growth of plants from other parts of the plant. So we will cover that portion in our next session. Okay students, so till then